Sometimes you come across an instrument that has Timeless written all over it. Hey everyone, Adrian here over at the Sampleist, and today we are exploring Blue 3 Tonewheel Organ from Cherry Audio. Building on the instrument that Cherry Audio inherited from GG Audio, this is a modelled replication of the Hammond B3, C3 and A100 Tonewheel organs. These models are ingrained in music history, featuring in many hit records in the blues, jazz and rock genres, featuring on tracks by Deep Purple, Yes, Procol Harum, Pink Floyd and Booker T, just to name a few artists there. This is essentially the same instrument that was available from GG Audio, but with Cherry Audio's facelift. Adding their effects rack and removing some esoteric features of the original instrument, they have left the tone generation and rotary speaker modelling alone because, well, if you think of the maxim, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, really comes to mind here. Blue 3 Tonewheel Organ is available for both Mac and PC in AU, VST, VST3 and AAX formats, including a standalone mode, which we're going to use in this video. For Mac, you will need either a 3.4 GHz quad-core processor or an M1 or higher. Both Mac and PC versions require at least 8 GB of RAM, and this instrument has an amazing small footprint of just 182 MB. Priced at $49 with a $10 discount for the GG Audio customers. Let's hear what it sounds like. Cherry Audio already have a great overview of this instrument on their channel, so I'm not going to go into great detail when we do this playthrough. I'm just going to mainly concentrate on the sounds and some of the features that I found interesting. So that's a classic sort of like Hammond sound. Now, to get that tremolo effect, I'm using a mod wheel. As you can see in this bottom left hand corner here, it goes from chorale to tremolo. So as you can see, we've got two keyboards and some foot pedals at the bottom. Now, you probably noticed that everything's coming from the top organ, and what we can, top keyboard, sorry, and what we can do is we can set a split point. So if I want to set a split point, I can choose a key on my keyboard, so I'm just going to press middle C. So now what happened now is the left half, but anything below middle C will play on the bottom keyboard. Because unlike a pipe organ, your hands are the other way around. They usually play these sort of like bottom end of the staff on the left hand on the top keyboard, and the melody on the bottom keyboard, the grate. Now on the hammer organ, it's the other way around. Your hands sort of like chords on the bottom and melody on the top. So that's why you got a softer sound. And all these up here are your drawbars. And again, up here is your drawbars for your upper. Now these are meant to mimic the pipes on an organ, so we end up with the 16 foot, an unusual 5 1/3, an 8 foot, a 4 foot, a 2 2/3, which is like a Nazard on a pipe organ, a 2 foot, 1 3/5, 1 1/3, and an 1 foot as well, so that's very high pitched. So let's just play around with a few more sounds here. As you can see, we've got an awful lot on here to play with. Let's go for big and full. I don't know what this is going to be. So that sort of like screams prog rock, really, this, isn't it? And you're getting that effect by these Cherry Audio's tape echo, reverb, and a graphic equalizer. And if we just go into the cabinet side here, we have this. I've got to show this. I wasn't going to show much of the interface, but I do have to show this because I think this is really, really cool. This is, you've got a graphic representation of the cabinet that is creating the tremolo, and you've got this microphone. And if you watch on here, you can move the microphones around, which is absolutely amazing. See him move there? To me, that's just captivating. And then we've got this performance, which is like a blow up of the top here with a few added extras of some presets for your pseudo pipes here for your upper and lower. And you can MIDI learn those, and that's easy. And the cool thing is if you've got a controller, you can actually MIDI learn these as well. So I've got an 8 slider controller here. So if I go MIDI learn, I can now, so I'll just MIDI learn, so I'm not going to MIDI learn all the lot, but I can now MIDI learn these. And as I play, I can turn them on and off, those pipes, and draw them. And I can press a button on the key on my controller, and I can do and learn the other 8 for the lower. So there's great sort of scope to, really make your performance shine. Let's listen to a few more presets. So you're not going to take a million guesses to know what this organ's going to sound like. So what we can do is the split point again. So this time I'm going to make it a bit higher. So I'm going to, if I just say set split, we'll go on an F, and then we can have this sound. Beautiful recreation of that iconic sound for Je t'aime. Smoky, again, no prizes for guessing what this is going to be. nice overdriven organ sound. So instant prog rock there. Let's go to sort of more subtler sounds. Mellow Church. This is nice, soft sound. And if you notice there, when I press that A, the preset changed. Because these black keys here are mapped to the bottom end of an 88 note controller here that I'm using, and they change the drawbars on the fly. So you go more violin-y sound. Until they go off. Let's try another one. Let's go for Tight on Time. Don't know what this is going to sound like. Nice and soft. Got time for one more. Let's go for You're a Weirdo. So kind of great fun with that. And we've been in the cabinet now. Just want to just go into the edit bit here, because there's a little thing called percussion on the hammered organs, and if you switch that on, you end up with like a sound that's sort of like a harmonic third or second higher. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to really pronounce this by whacking up the normal level. Notice the difference? Now if I can sick that to a second instead. Now we've had a listen to this instrument, I'm going to put it in a little composition. All the sounds you're about to hear come from this instrument. I've got no external libraries, effects or anything added to this composition. So the closing thoughts. The Hammond organ is very much known for its iconic sound, and growing up I recall hearing it played by Rick Wakeman and the late John Lord. This sort of really got me into wanting to learn how to play the organ, because myself I'm a church organist and I play the pipe organ, but I'm a bit partial to playing with these sort of Hammond B3s because they've got this really iconic sort of gnarly type sound, especially when you're doing some nice solo work. Playing this recreation just invoked those fond memories of childhood, and you'll be very hard pressed to find a recreation that sounds as good as this in such a small footprint. It's like I said in the introduction, it's just 182 meg. In the composition we listened to just a moment ago, I set myself a challenge to create something using the softer side of this organ. I also wanted to highlight some of the sounds that Cherry Audio's facelift has enabled. Everything you heard came from this instrument without any external effects. The output from this instrument is really well balanced, and it doesn't peak your outputs to the red line, because you just get some instruments and they just whack it out and you just destroy your audio output. And it's with doing the way they've done with the sound balancing, it does make it so easy to mix, as there's some extra headroom to play with. You can create some unique textures with the instrument. In the track I use some of the low end from the organ to provide a drone and an anchor point for the key of the track. Coupled with some sizzling sweet melodic sounds, it created a nice laid back feel. If you are searching for that iconic Hammond organ sound, then this library is certainly for you. It should be on your buying list. Perfect for rock, blues, gospel, jazz and even pop. This instrument is at home in multiple genres. We would like to thank Cherry Audio for sending Blue 3 Tonewheel Organ across for a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you enjoyed this video, you can show your support by subscribing to the channel and hitting that like button. This channel has no affiliations or sponsorship and no income, so this is the best way you can support the channel. If you like the Tonewheel organ and interested in faithful recreations that don't take up a lot of disk space, you may be interested in another Cherry Audio instrument product called Whirlybird. Just click on the video and you can watch it now. And all that's left to say, just stay creative, stay sonic. I'll see you in the next video.